What is up, players? It's Warboss Tay up in this mug. Today we're unboxing the Empire Militia kit. They used to be called the Free Company, Militia. There were a number of names that went with this box. I picked them up a long time ago, as you can tell from the state of the box, but they still hold up. You get 20 figures in here, all plastic, and they are the old style of Games Workshop plastic miniatures, which means that you can multi-pose them, you can equip them in a number of different ways. You're going to see that they come in different components. You've got legs, torsos, arms with a variety of weapons, and heads. So first let's take a look at the instructions. Compared to what Games Workshop is doing nowadays with their instruction pamphlets, these are surprisingly bare-boned and simple. You have the multitude of different ways you can equip your militia, but mostly it's legs, torso, head, and then just mix and match the weapons. And for all of the single-handed weapons or the open hands or the pointing hands, you can dual wield your guys. Some of them do require to have two hands, like the blunderbuss here on the left, the halberd guy on the right, and I think there's a great sword in there as well. A Zweihander, as I've learned. 20 square plastic bases, and a ton of half sprues. I believe you get something like 8 or 10, and we'll take a look at them now, but you only really get 2 sprues, 2 different kinds of sprues, 2 combinations. So you can see the different torsos there. I like the variety. You've got some guys that are just wearing vests and some that have like padded jerkins. You've got some arms that like the one holding the single sword there have some armor on it, and then you've got just bare sleeves and hands holding almost like improvised weapons. Like this one at the end looks like a stake. Some of them are just swords, and I think there's a guy in there with like a pitchfork. So there is, this is the sprue that I'm gonna call the coat sleeves, because it's got those coat tails, not sleeves, coat tails. And this is the sprue that I'm gonna call Beethoven. Was it Beethoven? No, William Shakespeare, because it has one of the heads that look like William Shakespeare. That one in the upper left. It's the most iconic thing about this sprue. So I called this one the William Shakespeare sprue. The other one is the Great Coat sprue. I like the different varieties for heads. You're gonna get so many heads in this. I believe you're gonna get 24. You're gonna just get a ton of extra bits for your bits box. That one had a bow, a crossbow, and just like the amount of bits you're gonna have, because you're gonna have so many duplicates, it's really great for any modeler who likes to have that extra versatility and the amount of extra sprues you're gonna have in your bits box that you could play with later. You can do conversions and kit bashes. I think at this point, when I was unboxing and taking a look at each of the bits, I was focusing more on the different variety of little individual weapons. And then once I started getting used to how the sprues look, you could really tell, oh, here's the Great Coat one because it's got the coat tails, and here's William Shakespeare screaming his head off. And I like that there's enough of a variety of weapons and arms and heads. You can really mix and match and do a whole number of different combinations for your guys, and this is going to really help when back in Warhammer Fantasy you would have to rank up your men, and compared to the rest of the Empire army where all the poses were almost identical because everyone was in formation, nice and orderly, the Free Company, this militia box, was really meant to be a ragtag mob of regular citizen peasants that just took up whatever weapons and arms they had and got into a mob of guys and helped the local army. And you could really tell that they've just been conscripted or put together. Maybe they might have been given some, like a jacket or something that would signify them as belonging to the province with the colors, but really they look like they were designed to be just a hodgepodge mishmash of just regular guys. And as we look one more time at the box, you can really see that the weapons are all being held at different heights and angles. Everyone's holding different weapons, and there's no clear leader. There's no real cohesion. It's just a mob of regular citizens. And that's what I loved about this unit. You can build them up and make them look really individual, like each person has their own character and story, and as opposed to the very uniform, identical blocks of infantry for the rest of the Empire army at the time. These guys were so much fun. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing of the Empire Militia kit. If you'd like to support this studio, head on over to my Patreon where you can become a patron. You can also donate to me through PayPal or jump into my Teespring store and look at all of that merchandise. Don't forget to use the Hobbyton promo code. Type Hobbyton at checkout for 10% off, and join us on the Patreon where we have people posting pictures, projects, everything, all of there. It's a great time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. We'll see you in the next video. Latest, players.
What up, players? Gandalf the Grey up in Dismag. Support Warboss Tay Studios. For now, more than ever, Hobbiton is in desperate need of heroes. Heroes like Daniel Sprinkle, Scrag Fist, Pix, Dicey Guy, Play It Painted, and Logan Swanson.